Wholeness. Thank you for tuning in today. My name is Gigi. This is Gigi's House of Wellness. Today I'm going to cover signs you are programmed and plugged into the matrix, because there are people who don't even know. So if you're here, you probably already know, but I want to go over some things and some ways to hack the simulation that we are trapped in side of. And if you are still plugged into these systems, they're keeping you trapped and they're keeping your mind occupied so that you don't realize you are trapped. And so I want to go over my notes, because not only will I have the signs, I do have a way out, so to speak. They say there's only one way out, and that's from leaving the body. But there's ways while you are still here in the simulation that you can deprogram and you can hack the program. So I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can see better. And so the first sign is you are not currently questioning this reality. So if you're going day to day in a routine, you are under a spell. You're not questioning why you're here and why you're doing the things you're doing. You are under a deep, deep spell. You're programmed, and you more than likely are programmed from the systems we've all been in contact with. Some of us are still in them, and some of us see it for what it really is. If you have no inner dialogue and see yourself you see yourself as the body, the avatar, and not the soul trapped inside, you are programmed, or you're an NPC. You still have faith in and have not detached yourself from these programs. The educational system, religion, the religious system, the 9-to-5 system, the politics, the political system, and the judicial system and the courts, which would be registering with the state, still registering things that don't need to be registered, which I've went over this in a lot of my videos. I won't have a problem going over it again. But if you're still registering something that you feel that you own, you're trapped inside of a program and a system, and you're basically brainwashed. Knowing and detaching from the programs and the systems is the beginning of the separation from the simulation. If you do not know how to use your imagination, you will not be able to hack the simulation to your advantage. So I've went over this. A lot of the teachings of Neville Goddard are basically hacking the matrix, and you're hacking the program because you're using your imagination to create your reality. A lot of us are letting the program create our reality and the systems. So as I say, the school system, the schools are indoctrination camps. If you went through it and you're still and you're not aware, and you're still sending your family members there, you are still under a spell. There's nothing to get out of the school system but to program yourself to be a worker in the system. And there's no benefit besides paying your bills on time to be a worker. So I wanted to go over some stuff that I thought would be very good information to help hack the system. But first you have to realize that you are even in the system, because people don't even realize it. That's how deep this program goes. We're basically born into this program. So if you don't start becoming conscious of your surroundings and the reality that you are in, you are likely to be okay with the way the program is running. And if that's okay with you, that's okay with me. But it's not okay with me as the individual soul trapped inside the body. And so, yeah, so I have some notes from Neville Goddard that will help you, once you realize you're deprogrammed, how to hack the reality into your favor. The first thing you have to do is declare and know it is what it is. You get what you assume. Stop worrying about the timeline. The time that in the calendar, that's another program that I should have put on the list. The time isn't even what it is. This is a man-made construct. And we're following along with it because we were born into it. So that could likely be an indicator that you are in a simulation, that the day isn't even the day, the time isn't even the time, the month, the year is something that someone made up. And all the people follow along because that's what we are programmed to follow along, right? Stop asking how. If you're focused on how am I going to leave the corporation? How am I going to stop following the educational system? Then you don't worry about the how. You just know you're not supposed to be in it and you separate yourself from it. I know it sounds hard, but once you do it, once you do one system and realize you are trapped in that and you detach yourself from it, it's easier to get out of the next program. Become who and what you declare. So once you declare this over yourself, stop asking, stop begging, stop seeking some outside source for the answers, and realize there is a God within you, not outside of you. That's where we go from detaching from the religions, because religion is a system that is placed to keep you under control and to keep you in a spell, to keep you searching for a savior outside of yourself and not even to think about looking within. The realm of imagination is all that exists. This whole reality that we are in is someone else's imagination created it. And we're trapped in that because we agree with everything. Once you step out of it and realize you're not in agreement with all of these systems and these programs, you're stepping into your own power and not even knowing you are the savior. Do not speak with doubt. Every time you think about the how, you unplug from your power. When you're thinking of the how do I do this? How do I get this? That's not important. The important part is you see yourself with it already. And that is really the answer. So there is a combination. You do an absolute declaration of what it is that you are assuming. You can actually do the slamming of the door trick. You close the door and you declare in real time your declaration of whatever it is that you want to become and want to see in your reality. Declare it now. And as you're slamming the door, you're doing this in real time. And so you're making the statement in your reality. This is a good one, and I wanted to make sure that I bring this up. You never run a mental diagnosis on your miracle. Once there's something that you want to achieve, you don't have to keep going over it inside your mind of how, when, and where. You just declare it and let it be declared and see that it's going to happen. You don't have to say it's going to happen tomorrow. You already know it's going to happen. It is now. It's going on right now. So here's a affirmation that I like to share with you, because this is going to help just by affirming. I always hack the program with my imagination. I always hack the program with my imagination. Your imagination is the tool to help you hack the simulation in your advantage. And by using Neville Goddard's teachings, you are assuming that it already is. And I just wanted to share this with you today because it's not a helpless and hopeless situation. You first have to realize that you're even in a prison to know how to get out. So let's just be aware of that. We are trapped inside of a mental prison that we were born into and indoctrinated into by all these systems. If you are aware that there's all these systems to keep you out of your own mind and out of your own self-awareness, then you have to know there is something placed here that is against you. And in order to work against it, you have to believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, not the system. The system and the program is here to keep you enslaved. Tap in, go within, know there is a soul trapped inside of a body, and that soul is eternal, and that is your power. Thank you. I'll be back. Peace.